What is up, you guys? Brooke here. So, are you a little shocked by the title of this video? Me too! If you all don't know little old me and my channel here, I had started AuthorTube writing a book that I have been writing for years, it seems now, and it is still not done. That is fine. I have been enjoying working on it until as of late. You know how the world is kind of going through crazy times right now? We are going through a whole lot of shit. It's been really weird in 2020 this year, and that's been giving me, like lots of anxiety, lots of stress, lots of just blah. Whenever you're feeling stress and anxiety, usually people who are creative, they like to dive into their work to let out steam. And lately, my book, Project New Orleans, did I say my Project New Orleans is the book I've been working on for the past few years? I have been working on Project New Orleans, and I have been having trouble with it ever since before my move. I'm in a new place now, and I had moved in early May time. So I've been here for a month now, and even before my move, I was having issues with Project New Orleans. I kept finding plot holes that I couldn't bury. Get it? Plot holes, burying. Moving on. I kept finding plot holes and I couldn't really tweak and fix them, and it's all because I had started this book years ago. And whenever I started this book, I had pantsed the hell out of it. I never had a plan really in mind of what was to come of this book project. I didn't have structure. I didn't have any knowledge of this baby here. Not that this is the only book on novel writing and everything, but it is like my new book that I will always have displayed up here on my thing. Right here. It's always right here, and I love it right there. But I had no ways of knowing how to really structure a book. Sure, I had self-published a book years ago, back whenever I was like 21 or something. I had self-published a book. It was horrible, and it was because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And so even whenever I started Project New Orleans, I had gotten a lot better with writing. I certainly had improved over years worth of time, but I had not still really known how to craft a story that was good. I'm trying to think of something better, but really, I didn't know how to craft a good story in a novel. So finally, last year, I finally bit the bullet. And is that the phrase to use, bit the bullet? I finally took the plunge and I decided to outline Project New Orleans, and it was so good to do, and yet I was still so confused as to what to do because I had so many ideas that didn't really correlate well together. So that's why I've had to re-outline a whole lot over time, because my ideas that I had from the very beginning and my ideas that I had whenever I started to finally outline, lots of it was kind of all over the place. But I had so much happening with my story, with new ideas and old, that I was trying to mix together and blend it into a good book. And it just kept fighting, and it kept just not working. I'd kill lots of darlings and then bring them back to life, and then I would also kill them again. I'm tired of being a murderer of my book. Anyway, fast forward to a month and a half, 2 months ago, where I just was sitting down with my book, not knowing really what to do. And there would be times of where I would once again just be stuck and didn't know if things made sense in places, or if I needed to change the lore of the backstories of things. And then I also knew I needed to do series planning, and I knew that I didn't want to plan out a series if I also didn't feel totally 100% good with where I was at with my book. But then I also knew I didn't want to go ahead and plan a series if I wasn't feeling really solid with book 1, so it's just been really blah. So then I moved into a new apartment and now I'm here, and I had been feeling really good about the book, but I still came into this rut of all the things I've already said, where I just started feeling overwhelmed with all the complicatedness that I had brought upon myself and my book baby. I had just kind of come to the conclusion that I wasn't really enjoying writing at the moment. I was really just feeling more stressed about the world, and then whenever I'd go to retreat to my creativity and to doing something that would take my mind off things, I'd be stressed out again on not knowing what to do. So I just didn't know what to do. I've been wanting to have fun. I've been wanting to try and recreate that love for writing again, because I have had it in spurts, but I've just been like wanting change. And then I started thinking about this other book that I had thought about whenever I was once again stuck with the writing for Project New Orleans. I had almost stopped writing Project New Orleans a year ago to write this fantasy novel. And so I had really considered doing it, but I really wanted to stick with Project New Orleans, so I did. But now I've been thinking about this book again. I have always technically been thinking about this story. So since I had been thinking about this fantasy that I had been wanting to dive into again, I kept wanting to play with it and just kind of see if I could sit down at my computer and start writing it, start either writing it in a zero draft form or writing it in an outline form. And I kind of did both. I kind of outlined it / wrote like the opening image of what the story would be. Because I knew that I didn't want to use what I had used over a year ago. I knew that that was a good start, but it wasn't where I wanted the book to actually start at. So I knew that I needed to rewrite what the opening image would be if I was wanting to see if I wanted to give that storyline a go. And I played with it and I had so much fun doing it. I had so much fun writing the book, and I hadn't had that much fun with creativity where I wasn't stressed. And I've also started thinking, well, it would be really fun to actually start a novel at the very beginning where I had the knowledge of how to structure it and do the save the cat beat sheets. There were just so many things of where I was like, it would be so easy to get this story going now compared to way before, because now I kind of have more of an idea of what I'm doing. Since I had been feeling all of these feelings, and since Camp NaNoWriMo is just right around the corner, and I'm so excited for it, because last Camp Nano I sucked and failed, and I failed. Since Camp NaNoWriMo is almost here, I started to really plan out what I wanted to do for Camp Nano. And before I had thought about doing my fantasy book, I had really no plans to really be gung-ho writing for camp this year because I wasn't really excited about it. I was just like, well, I'm just gonna be stressed out trying to figure out Project New Orleans and trying to get it all situated, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have fun during camp, and I wanted to actually write words rather than like structurize. I mean, believe me, I'm going to be structurizing a fantasy book that I'm just starting out. I really truly am going to be like doing stuff that's going to be structurizing it too. You guys are probably so sick of me saying structure or structurize. Sorry. Believe me, I'm going to be doing all that too, but I'm just excited for something fresh and for something fun. And so, yeah, that is where we go into Camp Nano plans. I am wanting to do a whole new book for Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm just so excited to start it. And I have kind of technically started it, but I'm just so excited to continue this new journey that is just so like, it's just such a breath of fresh air. There it is. That's what I meant to do. So yeah, that's Camp NaNoWriMo, is I am starting a new book. I really don't have a goal of how many words I'm wanting to write of it. I had at one point wanted to attempt shooting my new videos for my new channel, my second channel. I'm gonna have the link below to it if you wanted to check it out. There's no videos on there yet, but I wanted to try and start shooting videos for my movie commentary channel in July whenever I wasn't really excited about Project New Orleans, but now I'm excited about the second book. So honestly, I'll probably just shoot one video during July for my movie commentary to just test it out. I'm just wanting to test the waters to see how that will go and to see how I like it, but I'm not gonna be posting a video in July at all. I'm just really testing the waters, but I'm also wanting to give writing its full attention for July. So yeah, that's it. That's all I really have to talk about with my new book, baby. I know there's gonna be a lot of you out there that were really excited about Project New Orleans because, you know, vampires, but I am just not in the headspace for it. My heart's not in it right now. I just kept having this voice that was like, you can put it on pause, you can return to it, it's not going anywhere. Putting it on pause so I can start a new book. And also, I did want to go over with you my board of dates. It's my board that lets me know of when I am doing live streams next month. Cause yeah, I'm doing live streams next month. Right here on the screen, I will be showing you all my solo live stream schedule. It's the time for nighttime ones and morning ones. I do both of those, they're fun. I like to hang out with my morning peeps and also my nighttime folks. And then here are the times for whenever I will be doing live streams with Mandi and Natalia. I will have here on the days that they're gonna be on whoever's channel along with the times. And as of right now, those are the only ones I have. I don't know yet a date that Courtney from Courtney Project and I are gonna be doing our witching hour live stream. Typically we'd like to try to do the witching hour sprints every month. We try to, unless Courtney has just way too much stuff going on. I think we are going to try for July, but I don't know the date for that. So stay tuned for that. And that's all I really have to go over with you guys. Please let me know what your plans are for Camp NaNoWriMo. Are you starting fresh like me, where you're writing a new book, or are you gonna be working on a project that you already have in the works already? And if you liked this video, feel free to give me a big thumbs up down below. I'd really appreciate it. And also don't forget to subscribe because I post writing related content every week here. And also don't forget to click that bell along with subscribing because that's really gonna be definitely notifying you. I said that all weird. Thank you all so much for stopping by today, and may the words be with you. Bye!